When you discover that God's presence hides your purpose, and when you discover that Jesus shouldn't be decapitated, something begins to happen. You are ready to find about your purpose. What do I do? And I love Jesus' answer. I mean, He's right there next to Paul. All Jesus had to do is tell Paul, you're going to be an apostle, you're going to go to jail, you're going to write a book, da 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 da. And you know what Jesus tells Paul? He says, Paul, I want you to go to the city and you will be told what to do. Not only my purpose is hidden in God's presence, but my purpose is also hidden in God's people. God hides my calling in the community. God puts my assignment in the gathering of His people. He says to Paul, this is one of the greatest Christians ever lived, and Jesus doesn't tell him what he's going to do. He doesn't tell him what He's calling him to do. He says, I want you to go to the right place, and in the right place you're going to meet the right people, and these people are going to tell you what to do. Well, Jesus, are you busy? Like, are you in a hurry somewhere? Could you just tell me why you're here? I mean, why do you need to go tell them, to go tell me? Let's cut the middleman. Tell me straight up, what do you want me to do? What is the A, B, C? What is the step 1, step 2, step 3? We're here right now. I mean, you knocked me out. You got my attention. I got it. I'm not going to kill Christians no more because that's hurting you. I get it. Never do it again. What do I do? You're here, Jesus. Are you in a hurry? No, you're not in a hurry. Just tell me what I need to do. And Jesus says, go to Damascus and you will be told what to do. If you take your notes, write this down. Before God will tell you what to do, He will tell you where to go. God will always lead you to a right place before He brings to you right people. He didn't tell Saul what to do. He told him where to go. When he went to the right place, in the right place, he eventually met the right people. If you don't know the right people, you need to find a right place. Instead of telling Saul what to do, he told him what to go. God will guide us to the right place before He connects us with the right people. We must understand is that not always God will tell you what to do. At times what He will do is He will guide you to Damascus. He will guide you to a local church. He will guide you to a small group. He will guide you to a group and a community of people that maybe you had interactions with before. Or see, for Saul, Damascus and the Christians are not necessarily his favorite 5 people on his phone. Christians were the people he was killing, and now he's not comfortable around them because he has to depend on them to know his assignment, and he was actually destroying them. See, God will sometimes put you in the places you're like, but I can't connect. We don't click. We have such a different interest. They don't understand me. I come from a different kind of world. This is not the right God. Can I just spend time with you? God says you can do that. But if you want to know my purpose, you need to go to the right place. My friends, not only God's presence holds your assignment, but God moves your assignment into the right place. And that right place first is the church. Where you go to a church. I know some of you here today, you're like, but I've been burned by the church. I've also had baristas make bad coffee. I didn't give up on coffee, and I didn't give up on coffee shops. I also had a lot of disappointments in Walmart, in Target, Marshalls, and TJ Maxx, and in every place. But if I need to get a piece of clothing, I still would go to those places. I want to tell you something today, that devil will use your past hurts and disappointments, and he will say, listen, toxic people hurt you. Let's give you another hurt, is isolation. Isolation is as bad as toxic people. Because in isolation, you hurt you. With toxic people hurt you. And so I want to tell you today that before you find your purpose, you're going to have to find a right place. But sometimes the right place doesn't feel right. It doesn't have to feel right to be right. Damascus didn't feel right for Paul. You know what felt right? Jerusalem. Damascus was uncomfortable a little bit because these were the people he sought to kill. But God says, I want you to come to the right place. Ruth found a right man on the right field. See, some of you ladies, some of you young men, you are looking for the right person in the wrong place. You're not going to find a right person in the club because club is the wrong place. Right people hang out in right places. Wrong people hang out in wrong places. And many of us, we find wrong people in the wrong places, and then we come to God and we say, God, Give me a right person while I kick it in the club. Send me the Mr. Holy and Mr. Righteous person. Send me a man that will love me. But you're looking for a man who drinks. He loves alcohol, not you. Now, that's your choice. Don't blame God. God can give you a right person if you're at the wrong field. Ruth, if you want to find your Boaz, you need to go to a right field. If you want to find a purpose, if you want to find a right person, you got to be at the right place.